It is At Home with the Who's presented by UVA Health. And today we go, well, it's not his home. At least I hope it's not his home. He's in his car right now between workouts in Arizona. Danny Hultzen joining us, one of the best to ever wear the UVA baseball uniform. And Danny, thanks for being with us. All right, you want to start by telling us exactly where we're catching you right now?
Exactly right now, I'm in my car. I just got done working out at my buddy's house. We've been trying to mishmash everything together here with the situation that has been going on the past couple months. And my buddy's been gracious enough to open up his backyard and his garage. We put together a mound and a net to throw into. So it's been kind of a ragtag experience, but it's actually been really, really fun. And it just kind of it almost reinvigorates your passion for the game, because there's nothing else but to just play baseball back there and throw into pro and don't need any of all the fancy stuff. So it's actually been kind of fun. It's been really, really fun back there, actually.
And so you're in Arizona right now, correct?
I am in Arizona, yeah. I decided to stick out here when spring training got canceled. I just figured it'd be a better opportunity to stay out here and work out and stay in a really good baseball environment.
And we should mention, Danny is not driving his car as he does this interview with us, right?
Nope.
But man, we got a lot to unpack here, because getting caught up with you, I want to start with baseball. Let's start with your professional career as we speak. You mentioned that you're in Arizona getting ready, but you just re-upped a minor league contract with the Chicago Cubs back in January, I know, after you revived your baseball career over the last year and a half. Give us the latest on that front with what's going on with you there.
Yeah, the Cubs have been fantastic to me. They took a chance on me a couple years ago after my second surgery, and they've been I couldn't be happier with them. They've allowed me to take my time and make sure that I'm ready, and not try to rush things. They've always told me since day one, like, we want you out there. We just need to make sure that you can be out there. So whether that means taking an extra day off or moving through things a little bit more slowly than other guys, it's all in an effort to get back on the mound, and they've been fantastic with that.
Yeah, your story's been a pretty amazing one. You go from ACC Pitcher of the Year in your days at UVA to the second overall draft pick of the Seattle Mariners to missing what amounted to the better part of 5 years dealing with a shoulder injury and trying to pitch your first games in the major leagues. And then sure enough, there you are with the Cubs last September, your first major league game. It was a scoreless debut. Let me ask this question. How different is the Danny Hultzen I'm talking to today relative to that guy we last saw pitching in the College World Series in a UVA uniform back in 2011?
Oh, geez. A lot of people have helped me get back physically to be that guy. But I think more importantly, I'm much more mature mentally as an adult. And not to say that I was immature or anything like that coming out of college, but I was really concerned with things that I shouldn't have been. I was really, really concerned with making other people happy and, reading into expectations and trying to live up to those from other people instead of just living up to the expectations I had for myself.
What was that moment like, finally pitching in the majors after being this close to hanging it up?
Yeah, you know what? I've been asked that question before, and I still have trouble putting it into words, but it really meant the world to me. I know, I can look back in 30 years and say that I've done everything I possibly can to get to that point. And even if I hadn't have gotten that call, I still would have been proud of the effort that I put through and continue to put in. That was the culmination of a lot of years' work, a lot of disappointments, a lot of heartbreak. But it really put into picture how lucky I am to have such a strong support group around me. I could go on and on about the people that helped me get to that point, and it was just a culmination of all that time and effort put into that. I couldn't have been happier.
Let's take a moment to hit some lightning round questions. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so we'll start with this. Your favorite play or game in your time at UVA was what?
Definitely Chris Taylor's walk-off single to take us to Omaha in 2011. I think if you asked anybody that was on that team, that is the instant answer that they give. That was one of the more unbelievable moments I've ever been a part of.
To the bottom of the ninth inning, a dog pile. Wahoo! We're going back to Omaha.
What was your favorite place to eat in Charlottesville?
Favorite place to eat? You know what? It's not there anymore, but there was a barbecue place called Belmont Barbecue that was kind of this hole in the wall place. And they had this thing called the slop bucket, which was
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That I could inhale those things. And, there there were days that we were going there 2, 3, 4 times a week just to get that slop bucket.
All right. We're having such a good time here with Mr. Hultzen that we're going to continue our conversation just 2 days from now. So we hope you can join us for At Home with the Who's on Thursday with one Danny Hultzen. Again, At Home with the Who's presented by UVA Health. No matter the arena, no matter the field, your best deserves our best. UVAHealth.com.